live, and we love to go live on Fridays. I feel like it's like a Friday with friends, but even though I am in the dark in the middle of after my sports game for my children, Erin is in the bright West Coast and the sun. What's that meme? Like, oh, the sun. I can't get it right, so forget it. I won't even try because I'm not good at those memes. But there's one like, oh, the sun's hitting me. Oh, look at the light, and there it is. Um, so we are on I Am That Mom page on Substack, and it's perfect because we are approaching Mother's Day on Sunday, and we have been trying to have this live call. We do a quick 30-minute call. We touch on three things. One is what are you planning for yourself now? What are you planning for your family if you have one, or for other people, right? And then the third one is how do you show up on Substack? And then we throw some other juicy things in because everybody wants to know about Erin the Urban Mermaid, especially if you're a mom and you're connecting with yourself and, of course, the amazing universe that we have around us. Erin is the go to just to seek that deep, I don't know, answer or the response that's always within us anyway, right? But sometimes we need that portal to like connect us to where we need to go, where we're going. So I'll start out, Erin.
Mhm.
What's new with you and what are you planning for yourself right now?
Well, thank you so much, Natasha. I'm really grateful to be here. Thank you for having me. So actually, I am kind of in the middle of redoing my business. So, I call myself a modern mystic because when I tell people I'm a witch, it scares them. But really, I'm a born psychic medium. I'm a longtime astrologer and I do intuitive energy healing. And I've done that for a really long time in person, online. And this year, 2026 is a 1 year in numerology, so it kind of like it's the restart, it's the new chapter. And I really felt like my business needed a revamp, and I've been doing this a long time, but along the way, like, I've had 4 kids. My youngest is going to be 2 in August, and it's just been a lot, managing what I do spiritually and what I do at home as a mom. But I really felt called, like, it's time to shift some things around business wise. So, in the background, what no one sees, I say, like, the rebirth is in progress. So, I am working on redoing my website. It's just, I'm not the same person I was when the last time I redid it in like 2020. I mean, I've edited it here and there, but like, I cannot build my website.
Yeah.
So, someone else has to do that. So that's an outsourced thing. So I have that going on in the background just to reflect like what I'm doing now and all the things like I've changed, you know what I mean? So that's one thing. And then I'm also going back to doing more group in-person events. So I stopped that well, with COVID times that stopped for a while. Then
Yeah.
I had 2 little ones again. Like, I have 4 kids, and the first 2 are close in age and the second 2 are close in age. So that kind of had to stop for a while because, I had to be mom to a little one, and then the next thing I knew I was pregnant again, and my daughter is still breastfeeding, like she's an infant. So
Yeah.
um
All the things, mom
yeah,
things.
it's all the things being pulled in a lot of different directions. I also homeschool my kids, so that's a very hands-on approach to take.
Yeah.
So I am really excited to go back to doing some more in-person events. I do like them. When I first started bringing my gifts more collectively and more publicly, I did do more in-person stuff. But actually, the blessing of 2020 and COVID and all that stuff and everyone going online is I got to take my business more global.
Yeah.
But now I'm ready to like come back, draw in community and that kind of thing. And I'm really excited for it.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
love that. What does in person look like for you? Like I visualize like just being on a call with you before and listening and tapping into all the things that you do. I can imagine what an in-person experience is.
Yeah. So a lot of people will hire me to do like of an event like their baby shower or like a girls night, birthday party type of thing. And for that stuff I usually just do like readings or I do energy healing. But if I'm curating the event myself,
Yeah.
I like to do like a lot of things. And one thing I'm doing differently actually that I've never really done before is I'm collaborating. So I've
Okay.
always been like kind of a lone wolf type of person. Like I like to just do my thing. I know what I'm doing. I could tap in that way. But I do have some pretty close spiritual esoteric friends here, and it just felt kind of aligned to start opening myself up to that. And it, like when I say like I like to do stuff myself, it's not a control thing. It's more of like I've just always done everything myself. I know what to expect, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
I
get it.
found like some a local place opened up that's you know, they're like a botanica, but she wants to have people come in. And I ran not randomly, I it's in a neighborhood my son takes art lessons. I get coffee next door. She owns the coffee place. She opened a beautiful space and I went in and I introduced myself and she was like, I really want to start getting out there. And I'm like, oh, fantastic. Another girlfriend of mine is like an esoteric esthetician and she loves to do ceremonies. So my kid's gardening teacher also plays the sound bowls. So I want to start like facilitating bringing community in,
Yeah.
um and like having like like wellness retreats, a day retreat, especially for moms, you know,
Yeah. I love
because
that.
moms really need to be restored and they really need their cup filled.
Yeah.
And coming to these events is like such ultimate self-care. You know, it's not I listen, no one loves a facial more than me, no one loves a massage more than me, but coming to these events and being able to have peace of mind and quiet and rest and relaxation from the inside out, and um just having that time to yourself, it's really sacred.
Yeah.
So I really like to bring that all together. And then I kind of intuitively do things. You know, if I feel this person needs Reiki or Theta, which is different forms of healing modalities, you know, do they need a rose quartz on their head, or like should I tell them that this angel is above them? I kind of do stuff like that.
Yeah.
um,
I
and
love that.
yeah, you know, I want to do one in New York. Hopefully, I can come this year. I've had a lot going on, and then my I stay with my mom when I'm there, and she also has had a lot going on. She's a little bit older, but I really want to come. And I was talking to this you know Kate, right? Do you know Kate Davis?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
she's a client, but she's a really good friend of mine, and I love her. She is like so social, and that's like one of my favorite things about her. Like she's a girl about town, even though she's a mom.
Yeah.
And we were talking about doing something together and like having you girls all come to it. So
Yeah.
that would be really amazing too.
So my eyebrows just raised very high because if you're thinking this summer, I'd be happy to. You can use my yard and we can just
Oh my
lay on the
gosh.
grass or throw some
Nice.
floaties in the pool because the sound bath is just.
Yeah.
I don't know a sound bath person, but I've been, noticing these things pop up where
Yeah.
you're literally floating in the sound, and I can imagine your voice and
Yeah.
connecting.
It's
Oh, under the
amazing.
stars. Oh
Mhm.
my goodness. Okay, I'm getting all the visuals. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I told her too. I was like, you were one of the first people I thought of, and I'm like, well, when we really get this together, I'm like, I have to tell Natasha because I know she'll come.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So another thing that we like to touch on is what are you planning for the kids? Like what I know that you homeschool, which I
Yeah.
is a complete like
Mhm.
day in itself every day
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
But what is it that you're planning for your family? Like what's coming up for your family right
Well, we
now?
are coming to the end of the school year like everyone else is. You know, we follow a curriculum as well. So my oldest son turned 9 in March on March 20th, and we promised him Disney, but we had to wait
Oh,
till May because just like a whole bunch of things, and also the tickets were cheaper.
yeah.
So
It's a good tip. That's a
we're
good tip,
yeah, listen,
everyone.
we're a family of 6.
Yeah.
So we're at the end of this month we're going to Disney, which is really exciting. My kids do go to an enrichment center, And this coming week, they are having their fundraiser obstacle course farmers market. So my two younger boys are going to do the obstacle course jogathon. Super pumped. They love stuff like that. They
I
do
love that.
parkour, all that. And I'm going to be working at the farmers market, doing readings and stuff like that. And all of that's to raise money for a goat farm at the school.
Beautiful.
The following week, my kids have their entrepreneur fair. So they get to sell like their little stuff that they make or whatever.
I
And that's
love
actually,
that.
yeah, it's really fun. And we're actually going to do that down by the beach. So right by the Pacific Ocean, gets a lot of foot traffic. Following week is Disney. Then they have their little like end of the year celebration, and then we just go right into summer, and they're gonna
Yeah,
do some camps. They're gonna do swimming, and
it's so good.
it's just it's nonstop.
It's so good. I love that we've like coined this time of year as Maycember. Like
Oh my god, yeah.
last year, yeah. It's like last year hit me. It was like Maycember makes so much sense because we're just shuffling. I honestly, I can't catch up, and I'm not planning to. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just like
Oh.
throw it all on there because it's coming anyway, and I'll figure it out. We'll roll with
Yeah.
it
Yep.
because literally, like I think we need to start wrapping our head around the fact that it's now labeled Maycember.
I
Like,
know. I heard it for the first time last year, and I was
yeah,
like, yeah,
that's what it
exactly.
is. Yeah. We're throwing all the things in
Mhm.
and whatever. And you know what?
Mhm.
I don't know if it's because accepting that the weather is warmer, at least for us,
Yeah.
that it's like, okay, we'll make it work. We're not going to stress out. Like, there's no reason to stress out because
Yeah.
afterwards, then we can settle down a little bit if you're lucky to like enjoy the summer.
Yeah.
Blessings to you. So
Yeah.
yeah, I absolutely it is that time of year all over. But
Mhm.
I have to tell you, like I love that we get to, and this is another thing about Substack, is like you can find interest in someone's page and not realize that you're grabbing all these tips or key points or resources
Yeah.
that you didn't know about. First of all, I think all educators or educational systems should put
Mhm.
an entrepreneurial fair in
Mhm.
their curriculum because
Yeah.
this is the way of the world and we need to
Yep.
start teaching our children things that we didn't learn. That's something that I keep hearing like
A
our
hundred
generation
percent.
say, we didn't have that in school. Like we didn't have that opportunity. We didn't know anything about that. We had to learn about that after. And like,
Right.
are they adding these important things now? I don't know,
Right.
but an entrepreneur's
So this
fair
is
sounds
my
good.
kid my kids enrichment center does that, but then also for the past 2 years, my one of my sons really loves art, and he goes to like art classes on Friday, and they do one also an entrepreneurial fair. They do them twice in the summer. They do entrepreneur camp. So
Yeah,
you go to camp for the week, and the kids create, if you want to make stuffies, if you want to make,
I love
some of the
that.
older girls like do really jewelry scrunchies. And then for my son, he loves to like build things, so he'll build something. And then we did like water and cookies, we baked cookies. And then this year he's going to do it again, both times, with art camp and with his enrichment center. And then
I
he
love
gets to keep the money and decide what he wants to do, and he's saving for a new basketball hoop.
There you go. And that is
Yeah.
the best part of, yeah,
Yeah.
the best part about it, right? You want to give it back, you want to save it. This
Hmm.
is what it's about. Like what making that choice is so important afterwards. That is
Hmm.
awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
You need to like put that in a booklet and start selling it to one of these school systems. Anyway,
Yep.
that's just
Exactly.
my idea.
The Twin Delicious Entrepreneur Fair. This is how you do it. You're
That's
like,
it.
well.
That's it. Oh my goodness. And then what's something else that we like to talk about? We like to talk about how we show up on Substack, right? So
Mhm.
we started, I don't even remember if we were recording when we were saying that
Mhm.
how we like to show up on Substack,
Mhm.
but there's so many different ways that we can connect with people and
Mhm.
find resources and tips. But how do you show up on Substack that's different from any other platform? Do you show up differently or do you feel like you show up the
Yeah.
same?
So what I like about Substack is there's more space. So
Yeah.
if you're writing an Instagram post, you're limited to what you could write. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're
Yeah.
limited. This is like the way blogs used to be, only it's like almost creating a forum. So
Yeah.
I really like that because I love to write. I was a writing major actually in school. It's one of my mediums. I can channel. I write in different handwritings if like different
Wow.
uh, spirits are I'm channeling. So being able to have just the space alone on Substack, I really like because you could get more out. You
Yeah.
know, you have
Yeah.
literally the space to get more out now.
Yeah.
So on my page on Instagram is a business page, but it is kind of personal because my business life and my personal life are kind of intertwined like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like I can share more and share more openly in here because there's a lot of it's multifaceted, you know. The healing work is one thing, what you go through. um Being an astrologer, what's going on with astrology, it's a whole other thing. Channeling is a whole other thing, but at the same time too, it's I've been through a lot as a mom, like my one son
Yeah.
on the spectrum, like maybe I could pull that in and share. I feel like I could share more openly, and maybe there's also a lot less criticism on here, maybe
Oh
because the
yeah.
app is still growing. But like, if you say something about, I'll just say autism on social media, right, and you have a public profile, there might be many people who support you, but there's could be someone who just has something else to say about it, when it's your page and it's your experience, and people forget that. I
Yeah.
don't feel like there's that much of that on here. Like, people are not as angry
Yeah.
or quick to like fight with
Yeah.
you or anything like that. I feel like people really come on here to absorb. They come
Yeah.
on here, read and absorb and take what they need. That's something I say to everyone: take what you need
Oh
and
wow.
leave the rest.
Yeah.
So
I honestly feel the same way, and you said it. They are not here to criticize or
yeah,
judge. They're like, okay, this is for me, this isn't for me, or
yeah,
I respect that, or there's less of a combative, like, I need to correct
yeah,
that. You don't need
yeah.
to
It's not as
correct
hostile.
everything. Like, it's
Yeah.
like,
It's nowhere near as hostile. That's
yeah,
one. I guess
yeah,
maybe people here have a little more respect for the space or whatever it is. I don't know.
yeah,
But I do feel like you could share a little bit more openly on here and not get backlash.
yeah. I love that. Um, do you do you often go on live though? Like, do you share any of your?
No, this is my
No.
first
Okay.
time. But I like this app a lot, and I really do hope to see it as the app of the future. And I would go on live for sure. I used to do Instagram lives a little bit more, but the more kids you have, like the harder it is to just honestly find quiet. I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
what I'm
I'm
looking
I'm
for.
in a car in New York right now. Like,
Yeah. So
but
I mean,
you have to. So what I love is that after you do the live, the rollouts are amazing, and it's like
okay.
it doesn't matter where you are. Like I could be in my shoe closet, and like it still comes out good. And it's like
Yeah.
what like people look beyond that here because it gives you all of the goodness of the conversation, and the clips are amazing. And
Uh-huh.
I feel like you can roll it out to different places. You can like throw it in an email. You could share. Oh, I
Yeah.
found this clip. I found this information for you. Here you go. Like I was on this page and they had a quick little snippet, 15-second conversation about this and send it to someone. I've done that so many times.
I like
And
that.
yeah, it's so good. It's so good. So I do. I think Substack is where it is. And
I
I
think so
am that
too.
mom.
Yeah.
Has
I
definitely found a
feel
home here.
I feel really good about this app. I know like other apps have come out other than IG, like not to rival it, but to like be another platform, and they really haven't gained the momentum,
Yeah.
and the way Instagram has, other than I guess TikTok probably has too.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel good about this space.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like has a space in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I agree. And I hope that we do these more often.
Yeah.
And hopefully if you do the retreat in New York, I would definitely
I
love.
will absolutely keep in touch with you about it.
Yeah.
It's something I'm really excited for. I just I would love to bring what I do to New York
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
I think for a long time people were not, I don't want to say like people aren't open to stuff like that, but more and more people are. I feel like times change, people are more open,
Yeah.
and people who come to events are open to it.
Yeah.
So I would love to
Right. If
bring
you're
that.
coming, right. You said it.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
said it. Yeah. If you're coming for it, you're open for it. So I have to tell you that I don't know if you've watched any documentaries lately. I'm so whatever with television, but if I
Yeah.
hear of a good person that is like inspiring or has
Mhm.
that I'd like to learn more about, I'm all about learning more about people. It's just my
Uh-huh.
thing. So Eddie Murphy's documentary I did watch, and because
Mhm.
he's a New York guy,
Yeah.
he said that he's like, here I am, this New York guy living in LA,
Yeah.
and I don't know if he said something about the sun, the moon, the earth, or whatever, spirituality. He's like walk around New York talking like that, like whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know that. I get where you're coming from when you say that, which is probably why my whole life people would say, "Are you sure you're from New York? Like, are you sure you're from?" I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm open to so many things. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't. The people who come are the people who need to be there, and that's
Right.
it.
People are more open to it now for sure. But I mean, I've also been in situations where I've been like introduced to people and they're like, yeah, that's not real and I don't believe it. And like, you know what? I'm just like, okay, I don't care. I don't have to prove anything.
You're like,
you
how
know?
about you're not real? And I,
Yeah, like, okay, fine.
that's it.
As you get older, you realize like you don't have to prove yourself to people. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's so many things that people don't believe in, and it's like
yeah.
life is all about if it's connected with you, then maybe it's telling you something. And if it's not, then it's not meant for you.
And I always say, like, never say never.
Yeah.
Never say never. There are multi universes across the world. There's timelines. There's portals. There's so much we don't know about as humans.
Yeah.
So never say never because
Yeah.
it's possible. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah. Always, I think everyone should just be open to learning. Right.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Erin, the time goes by so fast here when we're doing a live. This is why I love it so much. It's like a quick 30 minutes. You get the best
Yeah.
clips and goodness within those three questions. And like, you
Yeah.
know me, I'm like the planning person. What's going on? What do we need to do? I'm the quick, let's get it done. I think that's the Leo in me.
We
You'll
have
know.
to. No, we have to look at your sun, moon, and rising. Leo, not the planner. I bet you have some Virgo in there.
Me?
Yeah.
Really? I'm so like, what? I feel like Virgo's, I don't know. I'm so early in Leo. I didn't think I had any Virgo in me.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
No?
Doesn't
Okay.
matter because it's the planets move differently throughout the years. Just because
Yeah.
you're early in Leo doesn't mean you don't have Virgo in your chart. My daughter is an early Leo, and her Mercury is in Virgo. Um,
Okay.
my son is a Virgo, an early Virgo. He does have like Leo in him, but he has
Yeah.
Libra too. So
Yeah.
it depends on just how the planets are moving at that time.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I
Mhm.
didn't see where I am. I was
Yeah.
just saying before, like everyone's doing this, the Devil Wears Prada, like clips or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So there's this one where the Miranda part where she's like, "Oh, Miranda, we have to call this one or that one." So I was like, "Yeah, that's me right after my menstrual." And then once that drops off, it's like, I'm nobody. I'm dying inside. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
It's so crazy. The moods that we go through as a mom, I just feel like I don't know. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
But I just want to say thank you, Erin, because this has been great. I like love having this chat with you. And we have to do this again. And our 30 minutes on I Am That Mom goes by so fast.
Yeah,
So
thank you so much for having me. It was an absolute pleasure, and I do hope we get to do like a part two soon. I really enjoyed our time.
that would be amazing. Amazing. And have a wonderful Mother's Day to all
Thank
the
you. Same to
mothers.
you.
Yeah, all
Thank
the mothers.
you.
Happy Mother's Day, guys.
Happy
Happy
Mother's Day,
Mother's Day.
everyone.
I'll talk to you soon.
I'll speak soon.
Bye,
Take care.
Erin.
Bye.